All right, welcome to Talkin Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to do an update on the Bitcoin miners. I will talk about Bitcoin for a minute, but I mostly want to look at a few charts that I put together for the Bitcoin miners, one of which I find absolutely shocking. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, if you could smash the like button, it helps the channel out a lot, and I appreciate it. And lastly, if you want to support the channel, you can hit the join button on the YouTube page, and you can become a member. There's some members-only content that's growing, as well as we have a members-only live stream once a week, which is a lot of fun. So we'd love to see you there. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin for a minute, and then I really want to focus on the Bitcoin miners. Okay, so we're in the middle of the trading day today, so I'm just going to look at the 15-minute Bitcoin chart. As always, there's an orange line where Bitcoin was when the market closed yesterday. So you'll see, as a matter of coincidence, at the moment I'm recording this, we're sitting basically exactly at that line. We did have a big pullback and then run up, but all to end up pretty much exactly where we started. Now, this is down a little bit. I'm going to move to the 4-hour for a minute. So you can see this did take a move down yesterday. We have been at or around this green line at 19,200-ish pretty much every single day. We've either been at this or over this. We did have one period of time right here where we dipped below it and then we ran right back above. Now, that may happen today. We may run right back up to this line. We'll see. It's too soon to tell. But this 19,200 has been support for quite some time now. And we've been trading in an unbelievably tight range. So I'm going to be looking for what happens on that. We'll definitely be talking about that on the live stream this afternoon. We have a live stream for everybody every Friday afternoon. So please join us on the live stream after the market closes. It's at 4:15. So we'll take a closer look at that later. I'm just going to show you the Bitcoin miner big board for a minute. It is almost red across the board, and some of these are starting to get ugly. This has fluctuated. Today's gone up and down. So I don't know where the day is going to end. There's still half a day of trading yet. If it's anything like most Fridays, it's probably going to go red on Friday afternoon. That seems to be the trend in 2022. But we'll wait and see what happens. For now, there's a few Bitcoin miners that are down big on the day. Core Scientific is down 6.5% today. Iris is down 6%. Cypher is down 9%. And DigiHost is down 11%. DigiHost has had a catastrophic failure in their stock over the last month. Okay, so I want to go through a couple of charts that we've been looking at on the channel, and I have a new one that's just straight data. And I think when you look at it in the raw data format, you're going to see I'm just shocked that an industry could be beaten down this badly. So let's get to the first chart. Okay, this is a chart we've been following along for a few months now. Each one of the Bitcoin miners hit a 2-year low, most of which was an all-time low in June of 2022. So it's now October of 2022. So it's about 4 months later. This chart measures how each Bitcoin miner has done versus its low of June 2022. And remember, for most of these, this was their all-time low back in June. So you can see the vast majority of this list is now red. That means most of the Bitcoin miners have now taken out what was previously their all-time low, and some of them not by a little bit. You've got Argo Blockchain now 61% lower than its all-time low. You will see all but 3 of the Bitcoin miners are performing worse than Bitcoin over the last 120 days. Each one of these companies hit a high in August of 2022. So the next chart we're going to look at is how far off they are from their August highs. And you're going to see, even though Marathon's up 110%, from its lows this summer, it's still way off of its local high from just a few months ago in August. So every single Bitcoin miner is down significantly since August. However, from the lows of the summer, Marathon has still managed to hold on to some of those. Hut has held on to 45% of those, and Riot has held on to 39% of those. And I'd just like to point out, those are the only 3 companies really left that are hodling their Bitcoin. There's several of these that jump out at me, but I'm just going to say the one that really stands out to me is CleanSpark is down 23% from its all-time low from this summer since it became a Bitcoin miner. And CleanSpark, it would seem to me, has had incredible operational updates in my opinion. So I'm looking for companies like this. And I will say I'm being slower and slower in investing because we have been bouncing off of the same levels here for quite some time with Bitcoin, somewhere in the $19,000 to $19,200 range. We're a little bit under that range today, but we've been going sideways for the better part of a month or a month and a half. So I'm being careful about dollar cost averaging in in, I'm looking for opportunities. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. I'm telling you guys what I'm doing, but I'm looking for some of these companies that are getting in the deep red that may be performing very well, but their stock is getting decimated. Okay, so here we go. This is the next chart. This is the decrease from the August 2022 highs until today, actually yesterday, August 20th. So this was as of the close yesterday. So you'll see from the highs in August, Bitcoin is down 24%. So that's the best performing asset out of all of these. All of the Bitcoin miners are down somewhere between double and triple, and this just keeps getting worse. Now, again, Marathon leads the way, only down 42%. TeraWulf's down 45%, Riot's down 47%. Those are the only ones that aren't down 50% or more. And you'll see we've got a growing group here down between 2/3 and 3/4 from their summer highs. DigiHost is down 67, Cypher's down 67, Core Scientific is down 72%. So Core Scientific is a monster. They do have a lot of debt, so this is a real complicated equation, but I do think it's one you should have on your watch list. Stronghold's down 76%, Gree is down 79%, and Argo Blockchain is down 79%. This is just in the last 2 months. So you can see the Bitcoin miners have been absolutely destroyed. This goes to my concept that this chart more than any shows just how much of a leveraged play the Bitcoin miners are on Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin is down 24%, the miners are feeling multiples of that as far as their stock goes. So, obviously, what we're waiting for is if at some point Bitcoin can make a rally, the reverse will be true in all likelihood. That is the way these stocks have acted in the past, as a leveraged play on Bitcoin. So, we pay the price in these downturns, but there have been big rewards in the past. In the previous Bitcoin run-up, we did have Riot and Marathon both more than 50x'd in, a pretty short window of time, between 6 and 9 months. That's a 50x, not 50%. So those are the types of things that can happen. Obviously, there's no guarantees. I want to get to the chart that I just made today that I find the most shocking. And I just left it as numerical data, and you can take a look at it that way. I didn't bother putting it in a chart format because I think it speaks for itself. I've measured each one of these companies from their high since January of 2021. So that's really a 2-year window. And for most of these companies, actually, I think for all of them, that was their all-time high. So this is measuring from their 2-year all-time high to where they are today right now. This is the next chart. Okay, so you'll see the first thing, everything is red. This is ranked in order. Marathon is the best performing Bitcoin mining stock. It's down 87%. So overall, if you look at the entire market, that's probably one of the worst performing stocks in the entire market. It is the best performing Bitcoin mining stock out of all the Bitcoin mining stocks that I follow. Starting at the bottom, Gree is down 99%. That is nothing short of catastrophic. There's really no other word. That is not hyperbole. Down 99% is a disaster. BitDigital's down 98%. So that's a catastrophic failure in their stock, and I talked about them the other day. I put BitDigital in my top 5 most likely to survive a bear market. Again, not financial advice, but for me, here's a company down 98%. And it's hard to even comprehend how much that is. That is so much worse than down 90%. To get down 98%, you have to be down 90% from your highs, and then go down another 50% from that, and then go down another 50% from that. So the downward pressure on these stocks is absolutely unbelievable. Stronghold, same thing. Now, they had a major reorganization, but they're down 98%. So the question is, all these 96s and 97s and 98s, are these companies going out of business? So this is the other thing I'm looking for. Really, almost every stock on this list. I mean, the best stock on the whole list is down 87%, which is Marathon. So you could almost look at it from a perspective, by the time you get to 5th or 6th place here, you're at Argo Blockchain at down 93%. They're one of the best performing Bitcoin miners. Now, recently they have not been. Their stock has fallen off a cliff in the last couple weeks. What I'm saying is I'm looking at companies like CleanSpark down 93%, Core Scientific down 94%, BitDigital down 98%, Gree down 99%. Those are almost completely priced to fail. This is another list where you can see this has just been a catastrophe. The Bitcoin mining industry, as far as their publicly traded companies, these stocks have been the worst performers in the entire stock market. You can drop in the comments below if you know any other industry that's performing this poorly. I mean, so I found this list to be incredibly shocking. There must be opportunity in here somewhere, in my opinion. So that's what all of our jobs are. Do our due diligence, see where the opportunity is. on this list. Obviously, all these stocks have been treated relatively equally and they've been completely wiped out. So if there's some good companies in here, they could potentially represent very, very good opportunities. All right, as always, invest carefully. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell and smash the like button. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.